Today we have the so-called crypto queen, who is now a crown jewel on the FBI's most wanted list. Ruja Ignatova, who is accused of defrauding investors of more than $4 billion, was added to the Federal Bureau's 10 most wanted fugitive list, the law enforcement agency announced back in 2022. The 42-year-old joins a list of sought-after suspects that includes alleged killers and accused drug cartel leaders. She's only the 11th woman ever placed on the top 10 list in its 72-year history. Ignatova, whose nickname is Crypto Queen, has been on the run since 2017. She and her partner founded OneCoin, a Bulgarian-based company that marketed purported cryptocurrency that authorities said was a scam. The FBI said millions of investors around the world were tricked into giving her money since she started OneCoin in 2014. Federal authorities are offering up to a $100,000 reward for information that leads to her capture. They said she might be traveling with armed guards. There are so many victims all over the world who were financially devastated by this, said Special Agent Ronald Shimko, who is probing the case out of the FBI's New York field office. We want to bring her to justice. The feds believe Ignatova might have been tipped off that she was under federal and international probe shortly before she was first charged in the U.S. District Court for the Southern District of New York in October 2017. She traveled from Bulgaria to Athens, Greece on October 25, 2017, and has not been seen since. She speaks English, German, and Bulgarian and may be using a fake passport. She has brown eyes and dark hair, though investigators caution she might have changed her appearance. Ignatova faces 1 count each of conspiracy to commit wire fraud, conspiracy to commit money laundering, conspiracy to commit securities fraud, and securities fraud. Shimko said Ignatova, who lived lavishly, targeted people who might not have fully grasped the intricacies of cryptocurrencies, but were fooled by her impressive resume and marketing of OneCoin. This network was created to become and to fuel the growth of OneCoin, she said at a 2016 London event that was shared by the FBI. Which I strongly believe will be the #1 cryptocurrency worldwide. She went on to claim, OneCoin is easy to use, OneCoin is for everyone. It's not hard to draw similarities between Elizabeth Holmes of Theranos infamy and Ruja Ignatova, the brilliant Bulgarian-German scam master behind the OneCoin swindle, history's second biggest fraud after Bernie Madoff's $65 billion Ponzi con. Both were charismatic star students with huge ambitions who used charm and good looks to convince people to throw fistfuls of money at their sketchy startups. Each also hooked up with a male lover who helped them rip off millions from dupes. The one big difference, Holmes, who was recently convicted of defrauding investors, faces 20 years in jail and is reportedly flat broke, while the 42-year-old Ignatova remains on the lam after having vanished in 2017 with a fortune, leaving customers to eat some $4 billion in losses and her ex-partners to face jail time. A new book out now from British investigative reporter Jamie Bartlett chronicles Ignatova's journey from a working-class family in the Bulgarian port town of Ruse to becoming a star at McKinsey & Company and, as of June, being named as the newest member of the FBI's 10 most wanted list. Ruja started researching Bitcoin. This was early in 2013. Bitcoin was gaining momentum, with its price surging past $500, but also critics, who complained about it being used by drug dealers and money launderers. Ruja was convinced she could create her own less anarchic version, Bartlett writes. In November of that year, she attended a cryptocurrency seminar in Singapore, where she snagged a speaker's slot and pitched an idea, a crypto-based pension plan. The concept wasn't that memorable and she wasn't a brilliant speaker either, writes Bartlett. But she clearly understood finance and banking. In attendance was the man who would soon become her partner, Sebastian Greenwood. Have you considered multi-level marketing? He suggested, according to the book. Together they hatched a plan to launch OneCoin, which Ruja dubbed the Bitcoin killer and the future of money. And she knew how to sell her product, by selling herself. A team of MLM veterans also hyped her new currency, and as with other such firms, convinced buyers to rope in friends and family members to sell OneCoin to everyone they knew, according to the book. Rather than peddling the currency, Ruja sold videos and pamphlets on how to invest in crypto, and gave away armfuls of OneCoin with every purchase. The educational content might have been of interest to some, but the currency was the real prize, particularly at the sky-high prices the company charged for packages. The top option, dubbed Tycoon Trader, cost €5,000. And the feverish marketing campaign, feeding off greed and crypto FOMO, created a buying frenzy. Most OneCoin investors said the same thing. They didn't understand the technology, but they'd heard of Bitcoin and regretted having not invested, Bartlett writes. When Bitcoin went stratospheric in 2013, stories proliferated of ordinary people making life-changing money not because of any particular skill or specialized knowledge, but because they got in early. But almost nothing Dr. Ruja claimed turned out to be real, according to Bartlett's book. Her packets were plagiarized, with some content swiped wholesale, Bartlett writes. The legal team did nothing. And there was no blockchain, which meant the price of OneCoin was whatever Ignatova decided it would be. The price was fake, the auditing company was fake, the exchange was fake, and the education packages were fake, the author writes. Everything was a lie. As the company's coffers ballooned, Ruja and her people splurged on almost every conceivable luxury. OneCoin executives pampered themselves with ritzy homes, yachts, sports cars, designer clothes and jewels. They certainly could afford it. The company's promoters, essentially commission-based salespeople, many of whom were not official employees, at the top of the chain took home nearly €1 million a month in commissions, says the book. When she stayed at her sparkling New Kensington penthouse on a 2-week trip to London in December 2016, Ruja spent most days shopping, returning home each evening flanked by 2 exhausted-looking bodyguards carrying bags of designer dresses and jewelry, Bartlett writes. She also dropped about €7 million on a superyacht, dubbed the Divina, featuring 6 rooms, an underwater observation lounge, bar and massage room. After FBI agents grilled her younger brother, Konstantin, who worked as her personal assistant, Ruja realized the noose was tightening. She fled in 2017 on a flight from Sofia, Bulgaria, to Athens, Greece, disappearing with riches she'd stashed across the globe, and leaving her lover, brother, and business partners to face criminal prosecutions, according to the book. While OneCoin continues to be sold, the company collapsed amid a litany of arrests. Greenwood, now held in Brooklyn, faces trial on wire fraud, money laundering and securities fraud charges. Thai officials confiscated gold and other assets from him. Armenta took a plea deal and pleaded guilty to a similar set of charges, as did Konstantin, who testified against a OneCoin lawyer, Mark Scott, convicted of money laundering in New York. Federal prosecutors in Manhattan are seeking to seize $400 million from Scott. As of today, Ruja hasn't been seen or sentenced for her part in the scheme. It has been rumored that she may be deceased after 5 years of being on the run from the FBI. If you like this video, please hit the like button, share, comment and subscribe to the channel for more content like this.